History tells us the marathon emerged from the battlefields of ancient Greece as runners spread the news of a victory in war.
Just a couple hours after you finish up here, they'll be starting in D.C.
More than 2,500 years later, in another place of war, the tradition of the marathon is carried on by the U.S. Marine Corps.
Do not hit the deck when you hear the gunshot. Run when you hear the gunshot.
This would be the third Marine Corps marathon for 39-year-old Gunnery Sergeant Marcus Allen. His first two were in Washington, D.C. And how did he prepare?
I just usually run from anywhere from, say, 40 to 50 miles a week, you know. For the last, like this past week before, I hadn't ran at all this past week, but week before I ran up to 70 miles that week.
3, 2, 1.
It was a comfortable morning, temperatures in the 60s, as more than 300 runners from Al Asad Air Base and points around Iraq started the race before dawn. For Colonel Catherine Chase, this would be her third marathon on the anniversary of her first 3 decades ago.
Well, I've had a little bit more time to get into a better exercise schedule, being out here and being deployed, and it was something to shoot for. And I didn't really realize when I signed up for it that it was going to be like my 30th anniversary of the first one that I ran.
Runners ran for 13.1 miles in one direction, then turned around and ran back on the same path. Although there was support along the way, the runners' course included some long, lonely stretches of flat highway.
Just the support along the Washington, D.C., you have so many different people out there supporting you and cheering along the way. Here, it's kind of like a little lonely out there.
The first to cross the line was actually second place winner Marine Corporal Stephen Addis, running his very first marathon at 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 58 seconds. He was congratulated by the commanding general of Multinational Fourth West, Major General R.T. Tryon.
I'm going to do this. What do you think?
The fastest time, however, was 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 49 seconds by Army First Lieutenant Joseph R. Woodley, who started in the last group of runners. The top woman marathoner at 3 hours, 26 minutes was First Lieutenant Karen Rashke, running her second Marine Corps marathon. The first was in Washington, D.C.
This one's a lot more boring. The fans are great in D.C. The course is great in D.C. You know, out here, I love racing, and I wouldn't miss it for a thing.
For Allen, it was a day of accomplishment as he beat his personal best.
Great overall. Beat my last time, was 3:41. I was going for 3:30, got 3:36. Proud, happy, can't complain.
For the Greeks, the marathon carried the message of victory. For the Marines, that's a tradition worth repeating year after year. For MNF West Iraq, I'm Randy Garsee.